Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Cindy Bautista Tomas, and I am the Scholarship Director for the 100 Hispanic Women Scholarship Program. In this video, I will guide you through the review process for round one for our 100 Hispanic Women Scholarship Program. First, I'd like to guide you to the screen to sign on. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. Okay, and as you could see here, the first thing you will notice is what I'm going to do is actually take off my second screen so that you can see exactly what it is that I am sharing with you. We had a problem with the last recording, so I want to make sure that this one we have the information that is needed. What I did here was to place the screen, the sign-on screen here. You will put in the email address that you have given us to use for the scholarship review process. Next, you will put in your password. If you don't remember your password, maybe you signed in a while ago and you don't remember, then you would just click reset here. And so I'm going to go ahead and put my password and I'm going to sign in. So when I sign in, it'll ask you to check whether you're an applicant, a client, or a review board member. Because I'm one of the administrators, I am one of the clients, right? But what I'm going to check off, and I think everyone here has applicant status because Kaleidoscope is a sort of scholarship network. So you could actually go on there as an applicant if you'd like to review all the other scholarships from all these different programs. Next, I will go to review board member because I am a review board member. So I'm going to click here. When I click on review board member, it asks me it says, welcome back, Dr. Cindy. Well, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to click that here. And then it'll have here the program, and the program that we're reviewing is the 100 Hispanic Women Scholarship. And then it'll request for me to score applications. So I'm going to press score applications here so that you could see it. And so round one is we're in the process of revamping it because of an error that was made. And so when you log on and it's time for you to log on, you will see the current date will be the date that you will get the email so that you can begin the review process. And then we have an end date for you to review the actual application. You're reviewing the essays, the GPA, that kind of thing. That's round one. Round two is where you will review the candidate during the interview process. So you and your group will get together and determine who will do the interview. We suggest at least minimum 2 people do the interview so that you can get responses from at least 2 individuals. There's no need to have more than 2, but if you want to have more than 2, that's completely up to you. I'll do a separate video for round 2. So when I click the round here, I see here that there's someone here, so I'm going to go ahead and score the application. Oh, it's not letting me score the application because I need to change the date. So one moment, and I will come back to change the date. Hello, and we are back. And so round one, as you can see, it's starting today, just so that I could show you the example of scoring. So what I am going to do is, let me get out. I'm going to switch my role back to, oops, I have to, I guess, log back in. Oh, no, I was already on the review board. Okay, so I'm going to score applications, score round. So I'm going to just choose an applicant, Natalia Razzo. And so when I go on here you have the handy dandy instructions from myself. Each section details exactly what it is that you're looking at. And so here for the first section, we are confirming with the unofficial transcript. And so the way any documents that the student has submitted, you'll find them by scrolling down to where it says document uploads. And so when I press document uploads, here I'll find Natalia's resume, the proof of enrollment, and the unofficial transcript. So what I'm looking to do is to view the file. So I press view file. And so let me see if you're able to see the view file. Oops, what happened here? Okay, here you go. So we are viewing the file here. And so I'm scrolling down to check out the GPA, seeing if there are any other institutions. Sometimes we have students that have been in multiple institutions. And so we would look at here. This particular student, we're looking at the cumulative GPA. The cumulative GPA here is 4.0. Oh, you go, girl. And so I click here, I reviewed the transcript. And so what I would put here for this particular student is a 4, because if I scroll down here, below average is below 3.0, average is between 3.2 and 3.4, above average is around 3.5, and then this student is excellent because this student has a 4.0. And then we move down to the next area, which is the activities, academic, community service, volunteer, leadership activities, employment, resume, and CV. So we've included all of these things in this one section because we have had students in the past that maybe they didn't have any campus leadership activities, but they may have had employment. So we wanted to be able to include those things. So as we could see, each section is detailed. Below average, the students didn't participate in anything. Average, maybe there were 1 to 2 school or community leadership or volunteer activities. Above average is 1 to 2 school or community activities, showcasing strong leadership, volunteer spirit, and a commitment to make a difference. And then excellent is, of course, someone that has done 3 or more things. So since we're already in the document section, we're going to click here on view file so that we could look at Natalia's resume. So as we scroll down, we see that she was an intern at a judicial location. She also served as a bilingual family advocate. And then she also did a bilingual crisis caseworker. So she's already had 3 things that were employment related, volunteer related. She also did investigative intern. And then as we can see, she's been a part of quite a number of activities. So this particular person is in the law school. So they are 100 Hispanic Women Graduate Fellow applicants. And so we see here that there's definitely more than 3 activities just based on her resume. Then what we want to do is go into the academic community service volunteer leadership activities section. And we can see here that the student took the time to detail all of the different things that she has done. She better do it. She's been doing that damn thing. And so this particular student, I would say excellent, right? Because there's definitely a lot of activities here. She's part of the Dominican Bar Association. And so that's fantastic. And so we now are going to check the current enrollment. So let's see where the student is in terms of the current enrollment. And where we go for that is we go to the document section, because that's where we have the enrollment verification. So we press view file for enrollment verification. And this is as of January 3rd, 2024, because as we know, these are the applicants that applied last year. And so we look down, and this particular student has 15 credits. And so this is a full-time student. And so we would indicate number 4 for excellent. Now it's time for us to review the personal statement. And so the personal statement is part of the application process. We scroll up, we press down here, and then we take a read. So I read really fast. And so some of you might take a little bit more time, and that's okay. You want to make sure that the person has answered the questions thoroughly. The question is your academic and professional goals, how you arrived at these goals, and how you will realize these goals, and discuss what leadership means to you as a Latina and how you will contribute to the Hispanic community during your studies. So when you read the essay, first of all, the program Kaleidoscope does look for and reviews for AI. If anyone has used any generative artificial intelligence like ChatGPT or anything like that, it'll flag it according to the program. And so this particular essay was not flagged, right? So I would read this thoroughly and get a sense of like, okay, did they talk about themselves? We want to make sure that this is a personalized essay. I'm reading through, and there's a lot that folks share in their essays, so we want to be respectful and mindful in terms of confidentiality. And I'm reading through, and then the student scholar is talking about their Dominican heritage. They're talking about their family background, how they want to support disadvantaged individuals. She talks about how she's the work that she's done to help support folks that have been under resourced. And then she talks about the master's degree in forensic psychology, and John Jay would strengthen my competence. So here we see that she probably cut and pasted it from her application to John Jay, right? Because she didn't specifically say, how she's looking to contribute, although she said it, but then said it. And this happens. We have some folks that will take from a past essay, and that's okay. And so I would probably grade this one above average. It connects with the reader. There was a focus, and I feel that she definitely delivered a message. I wouldn't give a 4 because it wasn't specific. She didn't specifically indicate, right? At the end, we could tell that this was probably cut and pasted from something else. So I would give a 3, and this is all subjective, right? The next section is the recommendation section. And so again, we will find that in the letter of recommendation section. So when we click here, we look to see there's Danielle Irizarry is the person. The person was an intern to this person. So we press the view file, and we're looking to make sure that the person could speak to the candidate. So we're reading through. This person was a principal law clerk. They met the candidate through the judicial internship program. And we see that they're able to speak specifically about the student. And this particular person that is giving the recommendation, they speak specifically about her volunteer involvement, right? So I think that this is a really good recommendation. And again, we're looking to see that the person actually names some things about the candidate. And this is Liz Buchanan. We click on here to get an idea of who this person might be. Worked with Natalie for a year and a half in her role as a family resource specialist on the Building Stronger Families therapy team. She was a consultant on the team, and she shares a lot of things here about the candidate, which is really great. This person really went in and was very specific about the candidate's skills, which is fantastic. And so I look to see, and both recommendations are really good. Sometimes we get recommendations that are so vague that we really can't even tell the specificity of how they even know the candidate. So in this particular instance, I would say this is excellent. And so this particular candidate scored a 19. So the highest score that a candidate could get, it's 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 20, right? So this candidate almost got a perfect score. So then I press submit score, okay? And the scorecard has been submitted successfully. Please remember that when you have completed the review of the candidate, please let the chair know of the particular program that you're reviewing for. I am the chair for the National Committee. Miguelina is the chair for the Bronx Committee. Luisa is the chair for the New Jersey Committee. Damari and Yvonne are the chairs for the Rockland Committee. Vanessa is the chair for the Long Island Committee. And did I miss anybody? Westchester is, oh my goodness. Who's the person for Westchester? Hold on. Now I need to get that. Yolanda is the Westchester chair. So thank you so much for taking the time, energy, effort, and attention to review the candidates. Your role is so essential. We couldn't do it without you. And thank you so much for your patience as we navigate this new process. Have a fantastic rest of the day.